Just ensuring that everything is good. And in 1 second, we are live. So welcome to everyone logged in again. I know we just went live here on the Guyanese's own business page and also broadcasting live on West Indian Vibes radio page. So happy Tuesday night to everyone. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time and 8 p.m. back home in beautiful Guyana, where our guest is from tonight. So we're going to be speaking to Wazim and Cindy Can online. I'll give him a second and then I'll get him to introduce himself and the businesses. But before that, thank you all for tuning in. I'll just go ahead and I'll share it to my page from the Guyanese's own business page. I just got to find that. Sometimes you know how technology is. It's not popping up. But I got to welcome everybody tune in and everyone that's going to be watching this after the live is finished. So as I said, tonight's guest is Wazim and Cindy Can from Georgetown, Guyana. They're the owners of Genie Solutions and Naked Hangers. So Wazim, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hi, Wazim. Good evening to you and your viewers and listeners. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, a long time we used to say that face for radio. But now I'm not thinking anymore because radio, you see and hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
All is well. It's been a nice day in Georgetown. We had some showers, but it's mostly sunny.
Nice.
And I'm here in office at Genie Solution and Naked Hangers. This business is owned by both myself and my wife, Cindy Can. Cindy is a bit camera shy, so she's here, like the Holy Ghost, but yeah, she's around, and she is the I should say the powerhouse behind all of this, and the person who motivates and push and make sure that the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted.
Oh, you
You
need
know,
someone like that. You need someone like that.
you
And
know,
I know you just to keep you in check too.
exactly. Yeah, we go way back. It wasn't.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
primary school days. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. It's so close and yet so far.
yes,
Even
exactly.
at almost the same name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's true.
yeah. So we're here and we're well, as I said, we had started Naked Hangers, which is next door to me here. It's in the same building,
Yes.
and we recently opened Genie Solutions, which is a multifaceted company. So as the evening progresses, we'll get into what each business set up and how they're operating.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So I know I believe Naked Hangers is the first business that Cindy and yourself started out.
correct.
What made you guys get into that and got started with Naked Hangers? And what's the reasoning behind the name Naked Hangers? Is it you're putting
Well,
clothes on the hanger or something like that?
correct. That's the
Okay.
tagline. Actually, it's Naked Hangers. Put some clothes on them.
Oh, I did
Right.
see that in the tagline. Yes,
Right.
yes. Nice.
So we're asking, do you have naked hangers? Then put some clothes on them. And then where do you get good clothes? Fashionable clothes, reasonable clothes, the styles, the brands at naked hangers. So Cindy is a fashionista.
Okay.
Um, my wife is always well presented and she loves fashion. She loves to be in style and whatever. It's since we were dating, it is something she's spoken about in terms of owning her own boutique.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and she has. Well, we're married now for 22 years, and before that, we had a relationship for like 5 years. So I've been hearing that for almost 27 years now. I want to do this boutique. So she started online, um, bringing in a few stuff and started to sell to her friends and family and so on, close people. And then that grew eventually. And well, my place we're in Broad
Broad
Street.
Street. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we're across the road from Dolphin Secondary School. And in 2015 actually, we built the house. So we tore it down and we built back a brand new building. And in the building, we catered for a space for the store. At the time, we didn't have a name yet. But we
Okay.
said we'll have this boutique and we'll have this other part, which will be my part. I'll do what I want, right? And so we constructed the place and it was there. And then we started the online stuff. And then we were thinking of opening in 2020. And then COVID came.
Ooh.
And by Allah's guidance, we didn't get to that opening as yet, and I guess it was for good reasons because that lasted for about almost 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. It's a while. It seemed like it's never ending, man.
exactly. And before things could actually pick up back, and then after that we opened and we've been functioning here. It's been great. Uh,
Great to hear.
and yeah, and we apart from our friends and family, my friends and family who have supported us when we were online, we're happy to say they're all around us, giving us the support, and our customer base has certainly grew.
Su-
And I'm happy that we have a lot of people from all crosswalks, all parts of Ghana that make a special effort to come to Charleston to purchase at Naked Hammers. You know,
Yeah, I was going to
so
say that's impressive. Located in Charleston and getting people to come from all over to come to Charleston. We
correct,
grew up in that area. I grew up in the Penitence. Just so we know
exactly.
people
Just
don't like coming to those areas.
yeah, but the city has changed quite a lot over the last few years.
Yes.
From 2019 to now. 2019 was Forest Isle, uh, and since the industry has come on and as it continues to rev up, to gear up, the dynamics of our city has changed quite a lot.
Okay.
So, um, Charleston at one time when we were kids, it was off Georgetown in the sense,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but now Broad Street in particular, it's a main connecting road because you're coming from the East Bank. If you use Safan and come down or Lombard Street, you turn into Broad Street, and that kind of springs you into whichever area you
That's a
want to
main
go.
intersection, right? You go left, you can go towards Big Market, turn again by the wharf there, go
Exactly.
right to your area.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the government is installing several new roads around the place
Okay.
that kind of breaks the traffic into different areas, different zones.
Okay.
So it's a much different city, a more bustling city, a more crowded city. Vehicles Wild West, parking is a mess, and that's one the plus of coming to Naked Hammers or Genie Solutions is that there is parking. It's not prime as in the heart of the city, but it's just about right in terms of the comfort. You could come, you could get your parking space, you have your time to browse, and it's not this hustle and bustle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we have customers who, as you might know, for the East Bank, rather than going in traffic in the afternoon and getting caught up, they would come in and do their shopping and so, and let the traffic ease off in the East Bank, and then they jump and they're gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it works, and the location. I'm happy to bring these businesses to our community. I mean, I born and grow and
You're still living
inshallah.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the house pretty well from the
Yeah,
90s. We go over
exactly.
there and hang out with your mom and
Right.
your dad. Rest in
Correct.
peace.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. Super nice family. We'll go into, you had a shop at the bottom. We'll go and eat in
Right. You
there.
remember the
Yeah,
shop?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a K's Variety Store and Parlor.
Oh, okay. That's the name. I was trying to remember. Right across from Anrel Shipping, right?
Right. Well, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it's still there. They've expanded their business a bit.
Okay.
They were doing cement and tanks, but now they've added a lot of construction
Oh,
stuff.
okay, okay, okay.
Steel rod,
So,
basically.
so you have a business there. The annual. So Broad Street, Broad and Link, correct?
Right.
It's a
Correct.
busy intersection now with your business there.
It's very busy. Yeah, and it's bright and it buzzing. The whole of Broad Street is actually has changed
Uh
quite
huh.
a lot because we have apart from my business and Annual, we have places like King's Liquor Store. We
Okay,
have
okay.
Panel. We have a hotel. There is there's a Chinese store at the Safan Street.
Mm-hmm.
There is Brandy's. There's a big uh, household supply store,
Okay,
right?
okay.
There is a printery store towards Russell Street. So it's become a very business oriented area.
That's
You
good
know,
to hear. Good to hear, because
yeah.
we went to primary school right there. And
It, it,
getting back to Genie Solutions, what I know you started out. It's online too. Not Genie
yeah.
Solutions, Naked Hangers. Sorry, I'm
Uh,
looking at the screen. I see Genie Solutions on top. We're going to talk about Genie Solutions in a
yeah.
second. But Naked Hangers. So it's customer can visit physical location. Can they go online? Do you have like your social media
Right. So we
outreach
have
with
right.
Naked
We have our
Hangers?
social media pages. We have on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay.
Um, and Tanga TikTok is still there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we're very visible there. We update practically daily different items we showcase and so on. We have also a WhatsApp number
Okay.
616-5585. So you can add us there on WhatsApp and you could request anything you see online. Uh, we also offer, you could pick up and we offer delivery services, depends on where you're located.
Okay, let's get to the stuff that I know. We have a few viewers logging in on both pages. So good night to everyone. We're speaking to Wasim Khan and Cindy Khan from Naked Hangers and Genie Solutions. 11 minutes past midnight. Sorry, 11 minutes past 7 o'clock in Eastern time and 11 minutes past 8. I mean, I'm still stuck in London for work. Since after midnight, as you can tell, I got a spot in a restaurant and I'm sitting downstairs at the hotel quiet. Hopefully, it's not too loud in the background. But, and I'm awake. So let's get it. So, the clothes you sell, what do you sell at the Naked Hangers? I know it's mostly for ladies.
No, it's both ladies and
Both?
gents. So
Okay.
yeah, it's unisex and it's clothing and gift shop. So
Mm-hmm.
we have a variety of clothing from casual clothes. Right now we have a brand new set of denims, which is the thing for Mash with Mash coming up.
Oh yeah, Mash coming up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we have the denim, sunglasses, shirt pants, hats, ladies hats, gents hats. We have footwear, sneakers, slides. There is
So wait, I don't want to cut you, but we got a lot of people that from Canada and stuff all across the world, even here in the UK, that goes back for matrimony. So
right.
if you guys are watching, tell a friend, tell somebody that go check out Naked Hangers on Broad Street in
Thank
Charleston. Get
you.
your shorts. He said shorts and
The
sunglasses
shirts
and
and everything
hats.
is sunglasses. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to pack no suitcase for their customs that search a suitcase and weigh and fight up with
Show up with your Naked Hangers. They'll put clothes on it for you, right?
some with your money. Exactly.
And money, of course.
Come with your money and shop local. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Support the local economy. Yeah.
okay, okay.
So yeah, so we have those things. We have swimwear. There is also the softer side, as in evening wear,
Okay.
whether we
So you
dress in
cover pretty
short.
much everything.
Yes.
From going up to the creek, from going out to dinner, going mashramani,
Correct.
jumping around on the street, everything you have.
Correct. We have it covered, right?
Okay.
And then we have accessories and so costume jewelry and so on.
All
Yeah.
right. And good night to everybody tuning in. I see a few messages coming through. So we'll get to the comment section in a little bit. Once again, we're speaking to Wasim and Cindy Can out in Charleston, Georgetown in Guyana. They're owners of the Naked Hanger Boutique and Genie Solutions. We're going to talk about Genie Solutions in a second. But we're focusing on Naked Hangers as we approach 30 minutes past the hour. So Naked Hangers, what challenges you encountered when? I know you spoke about the COVID, except for the COVID. Is there any other challenges you dealt with, and how you overcame those?
Right. So one of the challenges, COVID kind of brought it a different dimension here in Ghana. While the people living in the UK, the US, and Canada
Hmm.
has been very much, shop online and
Yeah.
click it kind of thing. That in Ghana, it was there, but to a great extent, it was magnified during COVID. And now that's the thing. A lot of people would come into the store sometime and say, I'm gonna check you out back on the page online. And then they would go back to the office and then order from you from the page. They
And they
don't
were
want
just
it.
in the store.
And they were just in the store. Some people
That's the
lost,
world. That's the world we live in now.
yeah, they've lost that patience to sometimes go and sift through stuff and so on. So basically, you basically have to tell them what you're selling, right? This is what we have for you. This might be good for you in a sense. But one of our challenges has been and still is to some degree is the delivery. Um, to have because this is a service we outsource.
Okay.
So yeah, and to have reliable delivery service and people who are honest,
Hmm.
uh, you know, and would not try to swindle your customers or these sort of stuff. So we try to ensure that who we hire as or who we outsource to are people who would give our customer a continuation of the same treatment that we would offer our customers, right?
Okay.
So with that, we have changed services in between. But right now, the guys in that we have two services that we tap into. They're working out fine. So as I said, you don't get too comfortable. You always keep an eye out and you're looking at things. So with that and maintaining a certain an affordable price,
Oh, of
So
course, I was going to get to that. Yeah, with the
yeah,
big boutiques in Georgetown, I know there's a few. I can't remember the name if they're still
oh, there's
around, but
one.
there's a lot. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
How is that? How is that? How is the competition? What do you
I think
see from your end?
Yeah, I think there is room for everybody now, considering that there is so much influx in people in Guyana. Some people visiting, some people remigrating, settling here, and so on. I think your the products that you offer. So in Charleston, and I'm very, very thankful for the community, the
Mm-hmm.
Charleston community, and our immediate environment for their support. And what we did here at Naked Hangers, people would stigma Charleston, you might feel away or whatever the case is, but you're safe and the people here are good. You just come and pay us a visit, you'll see for yourself. And we have designed a store where it is not a Louis Vuitton store.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's well laid out, it's clean, it's organized, it has its own you know little pleasures, little things that attract you.
Okay.
And we try to create an environment that if you come in to spend $5 or $5,000, that you feel that your money is well spent and you feel that it's appreciated, right?
Okay, okay.
So we,
Hey,
we
Watson, before you go on, I got Miss Charlene Goberdan is in the chat. She said, any specials for Valentine's? I forgot about Valentine's.
Oh yeah. So we're currently receiving stocks, and we have lots of gift items that can go for your loved ones,
Okay.
whether it be for male or female. And of course, we have lingerie for the ladies, well, for the gents, for the ladies, and a new arrival of t-shirts, shorts, short pants, and so forth for the gentlemen.
Is that updated on your site, on your pages, like your Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok? Do you have
Yes,
images and stuff?
every
Okay, so you hear that,
every day,
guys? Check them
yeah,
out.
every day we post items, new items that we have, and so on.
All right.
So even for with Valentine's coming, if you wanna like handbags and purses and wallets and colognes, all these things you want to depends on what you want. People come in sometimes. The prices are so good they buy two or three things and make up a package of their own and go with that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. So, as I was saying, I'm happy. We're happy to provide a service and an environment that is affordable and yet it's fit for a king.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that you're spending your money on something worth it. Well, in fact, some of the prices are so good. Sometimes people just can't ask if the things are real, right? But I assure you, 100%, whatever we buy, what the tag says, it's genuine products. We
Okay.
buy directly from the wholesalers or the flagship stores in the US or online or what have you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's genuine. It's as genuine as we know it's genuine based on where we buy
You
from.
guys hear that? It's genuine stuff. Good prices too. And welcome. I'm just want to welcome everybody on the live on both pages. And for those of you that will be viewing this live after we've done, thank you so much for supporting the Guyanese owned businesses tonight. Once again, for those of you just joining us, we're speaking to Mr. Wasim Khan and Miss Cindy. She's a bit camera shy, so she's not on camera. She might come by and say hi. I know Cindy's probably upstairs. So Cindy, if you're upstairs, come on down and say hi. So yeah, we just spoke about naked hangers. Bring your empty hangers, get some clothes on there. They have great prices, great selections for Valentine, great selections for matrimony coming up. So for the visitors that's going back to Ghana, check them out on Broad Street in Charlestown. And Wasim, we're gonna get into Genie Solutions now. What is Genie Solution about?
Right. So Genie Solution is a service-oriented business.
Mm-hmm.
We basically started. Well, I remember we had started a couple years ago. Initially,
Yeah, I
as
recall that. I recall, yeah, reaching out
you,
to you about that and all that. Yeah, yeah.
correct, right. So we were doing the gift deliveries and these sort of stuff here.
Yes.
So we started as a company that if you're overseas and you want an item locally to somebody here, we could source it and deliver it, and you pay rather than having to ship down stuff and so on, right? But it has been that has been a challenge, and it's been a bit slow. Some people more prefer have their preferences to what they want, and so some of the things, of course, what you might see over there, you might not get here. But that is quickly changing. Is almost anything you can think of is now in Guyana. You just have to have the money to get it, right? But Geenie Solutions, we went back to the table and we came up back with multiple facets as to what we offer. So we are, as I said, we're service oriented, and we offer physically here. You can walk into an OTC counter and get pharmaceutical supplies, body care products, and items along that line, right? And added to that, we've added 3 key components, which is bill payments. So you can come here now, you could pay your GPL bill, GT&T, email.
Wait. We talking about GPL bill. You paying for lights? Don't be on. We're talking about power outage the other day, right?
We pay for something, we don't even get the bill. Regardless of what.
I just had to put that in there because I mentioned to you that I'm going to be in Guyana for quite a bit, and I want to do this show, but I'm worried about a power outage. So.
Don't worry, walk with batteries on your lamp. You're gonna be good.
I got a lamp. I'll do that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, for us here in Charleston, our electricity woes has eased up again. We're getting a more stable supply, I think, since the holidays.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But there are people complaining. There are areas that are still being challenged. Okay. Even though if you're following the news, there are 2 power ships now in the country that's supposed to be generating more than enough, right? But I think one of our problems here is not the generation of the power, but the distribution, because you're always hearing something break down, something fall out.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have these old systems and so on. Maybe in time, all goes well. It will get very good, but everything takes time, no?
Yeah. So they compare their bills there. You compare your. Sorry, I cut you there. I had to talk about you paying GPL, but what you paying for, right? Sorry, my bad.
In the meantime, you come here, you pay a GPL bill.
With my luck, I'll show up and be blackout the first night.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you can pay your GPL bill, your GT&T, your internet bill, your phone bill. Even your courts and singers bill and so on.
Wow, that's amazing. Wait, for the community, like we grew up there. We went to primary school right up the street from you, Ketley Primary. Got a shout out to Ketley Primary. And I think I saw Zarina from St. Joseph's or St. Joseph High School people. So yeah, SJH crew. But yeah, for that community, as you said, there's a stigma around Le Penitent, Salboystown, Charlestown. Yeah. But I know it's changed over time, and over the past 6 years or so, it's changing. People are feeling comfortable driving in there and shopping. So to provide that service, I must say, congrats, man. That's great for that community and for every walks of life living in there. We know that. It's convenient for them. They don't have to go all the way into Regent Street or more into town and to pay their bills, right?
Exactly. Right?
So that's awesome.
And even for the people coming down from the East Bank rather than heading into town to do this thing.
As you said, the traffic, they bypass all that. Just cut off on Broad Street and pay.
Street, do your thing and head up back. Right? So you could get your bills paid. You could pay like bill and then go and buy some clothes at Naked Hangers. You have corn.
I like that. Yeah. Gotta have corn to iron your clothes.
Exactly. So we got the bill payment, and then of course the complement that you can top up your cell phones here, whether it be whichever network you're on, be it Digicel, eNet, GT&T. You can top up your cell phones and of course pay for your internet and data plans and so on, right?
Yeah.
So that's one facet. In next week or 2, we will be adding lottery sales to our company. So you can also purchase your lotto. To say you don't have a ticket, you don't have a chance.
Yeah.
If Michaela is watching from Lotto Company, I'd like to shout her out. She has been very helpful in getting this whole thing set up.
Oh, okay.
A new facet to Geenie Solution.
Yeah, good night to the lottery company if you're watching. What's her name?
Yeah, Michaela.
Good night to you, Michaela. So you got lottery. You can get everything. It's a one-stop shop. You get your clothes for Valentine, your clothes for MASH.
you give.
You
Yeah.
gift, you get everything there. What else? So what's the response since you kind of revamped Genie solution and brought it back?
It's so we're only a month in,
Okay.
and it has been positive. Both the pharmaceutical stuff are moving. The bill payments and so are now picking up. People know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we had a little setback in getting our signage to put up. It's now up, so people are more aware with what the area is doing, what this
Okay.
building is doing. So apart from that's one aspect. We also offering applications and form fill-in. So things like passport form, visa form, uh, work permits for
What
people
do you mean?
here.
They fill the form like electronically printed out there?
No, we don't. We're
Oh.
not there yet.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
So the passport form, for instance, it's by hand,
Okay.
but we help you put the forms together.
Oh, I
Visa,
see. I see. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I
we
don't
can help
understand.
you
Yeah.
apply for visas for different
Mm-hmm.
countries. Work permit if you're coming to Guyana to work. Your company's supposed to apply for you, but most companies would give the employees the necessary papers, but they have to put the forms together. So we would offer you that.
Oh, okay.
And like our tax season is coming up, you have to prepare your PAYE.
Yeah.
I think the 30th of April is the due date for that. So we would help you also to prepare your personal income tax return.
That's a lot of services under one roof there with Genie Solutions.
Correct,
Very
right?
convenient. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we aim to do, to make it as convenient as possible,
I like
and
it.
very service oriented, and also it's out of the bustle of central Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come in your time. If you get away for lunchtime to get something done, you can actually come and get it done in time, because you can come if you get parking, you could run
Yeah.
in free, and you just get what you have to do and zip out, right?
Okay.
And we are also, the third facet is reservations. So people are coming in, as I said, a lot to Guyana,
Yeah.
and some people are returning home after decades. Sometimes, they haven't been back
Yeah.
home. They want to come see what's going on, what have you. Some don't have families here anymore. They're all migrated, and so they're looking out for a way to get in here. So we're hospitality. So we can offer you flights, booking flights for you, and not only to come, but also if you're to go. We are working right now on some packages to offer a vacation package where Guyanese who want to travel abroad, because some people are willing to explore, want to go, but they're afraid or they don't know the ropes, right? So if
Okay.
they do it to a group, then it's easier. So we're looking at 2 or 3 places per year, and off packages to take people out. But at the same time, home locally, you can book tours, you book hotels, organize transportation to pick you up at the airport to get you safely to your destination and so on. So the hospitality service is on both ends of the spectrum, whether you're leaving or coming home to visit,
Oh,
right?
okay. Okay. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
right.
good, and that's good, and for the guys that are tuning in, and I get a lot of WhatsApp messages. If I go to WhatsApp, I lose my comments on the video there, my phone. I'm not home. I'm remote. I'm in the UK. It's 29 minutes after midnight. So sorry guys, I'm gonna check the WhatsApp messages right after. But one thing this show is about, and what I started it, this is our third segment. So thank you for the previous guest on Anil Sarwan from Great Canadian Oil Change, Rishi Singh last week from Remax, and Wasim and Cindy Khan from Genie Solutions and Naked Hangers in Georgetown, Guyana. And we want to get more Guyanese business. I was talking to Wasim during the week that we're gonna have some more businesses come on from Guyana. If you're in the US, wherever you are, right here in the UK. If wherever you're at, I'll be. If I can do it at midnight, I can do it at any time. Trust me.
The
I'm not
practical
falling asleep. I'm not falling asleep.
where we
Uh,
are.
yeah, yeah. So what I was gonna say that we highlight and we spotlight the businesses. We got your response about the community response to your business. Now is I know you do a lot in that community. You've been there, you born, you grew up there. I left, I got away, you stayed, and you do a lot. So congrats on that. You wanna enlighten our viewers on what you do there in Charlestown,
Yeah, sure.
giving back to the community.
Yeah, as I've from since I was a young man going to school and so on. I've never had the drive to leave Guyana. I always felt that you can make a life here, and you just have to focus and work hard, and
Yeah.
like anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because you would, I'm sure you could say to me, it wasn't a walk in the park
Of
getting your
course
income.
not.
Exactly, right? But some of us choose to stay, some of us went make
Hmm.
our way, some of us came back with good investments and so on.
Yeah.
For me, apart from the businesses, and I've been employed with companies for a total of 24 years of my adult life.
Yeah.
And now I'm basically on my own. My wife, this well, just December, she was awarded for 30 year service in the land surveying industry. So
Congrats, Cindy.
yeah, so she works at Land Surveying Land Development. That's a private company that does land surveying.
Okay.
So apart from that, and I found that was to make a living. You have
Hmm.
to live, right?
Yep.
You have to get the money. You have to do it.
Of course.
But my pleasure, my fulfillment comes in public service, and so we formed a NGO called the Imperial House.
Hmm.
It was founded in 2016, and from since then it's a youth-based organization that works on empowering young people. And we have several programs that we have introduced. One is a scholarship program where the young lady wins a scholarship at the end of a 2 months training with Guyana Teen Scholar. We have the Girls Assembly program, which encourages women and young ladies in parliament so they learn about political, how things run in the parliamentary system. And also we have a program called Step Up, which is for gentlemen in terms of giving them opportunity to find themselves and to basically how they offer their support to our young women as well,
And
right?
this
Because
organization is called the Imperial House, correct? Okay.
yes. So we do several programs, charity programs, and just this Christmas, for instance, we normally do a program called Christmas in Charleston, which started in 2019.
Yeah.
So we started by having a movie night. We had the first time we had used Dolphin School,
Hmm.
so we had movie nights with treats and so on, and then we had Santa came in, distribute gifts and pictures and so with all the kids, and so everything free of cost. The business community in Guyana supported us, and we have since then been doing several projects. So just this Christmas, we had Christmas in Charleston again, but it took a different format. We basically got the gifts and goodies and so from donations from various organizations, people who have been with us from the beginning. And we had our Santa Claus and the elves and the helpers,
Oh man. Yeah.
in a car parade with the gifts and so inside because Santa's sleigh was at the workshop, so we had to use a car.
So wait, maybe I don't know. I was just looking at the comments. So welcome to everyone tuning in. We're speaking to Wasim and Cindy Ken out in Guyana from Naked Hangers and Genie Solutions. How many kids were there this last Christmas?
We shared out about 350 gifts and sweet bags.
That's impressive. I love, I love the
Yeah,
charity stuff, and I love to hear people doing that, especially business community, business owners like yourself and
yeah,
Cindy, man. So
yeah.
congrats and keep it up.
Thank you.
And I said we'll talk, and I'll see how we can work together this upcoming
Yeah, because
Christmas.
I know you used to do the radio
Yes.
Christmas drive where you would send the barrels with toys and so, which was very nice. I had the pleasure of working with you one year.
Yeah, you actually helped out a whole lot.
Yeah,
I think the first or second year I started at.
yeah. I think it was the second year.
Second year, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you shipped it Q-Trex.
Q-Trex.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we had well over 350 gifts or so that we distributed, and
That's
it was well
amazing.
received.
Keep up the good
Yeah,
work. I like that. And hopefully, folks listening in or that will be listening to this live after can reach out to you and you can get him. You see his number is there 592-624-2465. It's Naked
right,
Hangers and Genie Solutions in
right,
Broad Street in Charleston, Georgetown.
right. And if you don't want anything to buy, you can also support the Imperial House by supporting our programs. You know,
Yes.
so
And the Imperial House, do you have a page for that also?
same name.
Same name?
We're on Facebook and
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and you can check us out on Facebook. Of course, you will get a more detailed look at our work and all the things that we've done in the past.
Okay.
We're currently preparing for a Guards Assemble. Um, that's it's going to be the Assembly of Girls, and the third Assembly of Girls, and it's going to be somewhere around International Women's Day in the Parliament buildings. And of course, we like to thank the Honorable Speaker, Mr. Manzoor Nadir, for facilitating us for the last 3 years.
And that's good you mentioned Mansour. He's from our area too. He's from Alvoistown. He's right there, right? He's right between the two of us. Yeah.
You know the place all too well.
Yeah. He's from the neighborhood.
We cannot complain. The Ministry of Tourism, the Honorable Charles Ramsden, he has supported us too with the Miss Guyana Teen Scholar by giving us venues like Mariana, the National Culture Center. So to host these events and even to host the launch for Girls Assemble. The University of Guyana has supported us as well for the launch of Girls Assemble. So of course, we cannot say thanks without thanking the diplomatic community, which we have strong support in the U.S., Canadian, the Belize High Commissioner who is here now, the Mexican delegation. In fact, we have a meeting coming up with them. And we have several programs that are going to be stemming from these delegations that is going to run in conjunction with what the Imperial House is doing.
Okay.
There's lots happening with TIH, and I take this opportunity to thank my wife, who is on the committee, Gerald Rodriguez and Felice Robertson. So it's the four of us who basically pull this together.
Okay, that's good.
You probably know Felice Robertson from radio. She's
the name rings a bell. Yeah.
Don't worry. When you hear the voice, it'll ring two bells.
So with that, we got to welcome everybody. We got a few Guyanese business owners and professionals logging in. So welcome. And remember, don't be shy. Remember this show, the page advertising your business is free. Just reach out to me. We have a few businesses lined up. Next week, we're going to be speaking to Miss Norman Sue from Miss Kim Sue from Norman Sue Bakery in Toronto, and I'll be back in Toronto well rested. I'll actually be on at 7 p.m., not midnight. I was worried, man. I went up to the room, and I'm like, I can't lie down. I'm gonna fall asleep. So I just kept doing work, and then I came down. I had a coffee, so I'm all caffeined out.
You know, if I drink a cup of coffee, I could go and sleep half an hour after.
Me too. Maybe after this, I go to the front there, get a coffee, and go up to the room and sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but hey, thank you for chatting with us. It's 38 minutes after the hour, 22 minutes before wherever you're at right now. If anyone's got any questions for Wazim regarding naked hangers or Genie Solutions, drop it in the comments. Both pages I have open. I'll pass it on to him. And remember, Naked Hangers, there's a Valentine's sale. You can check them out, Naked Hangers, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's clothing there if you're traveling back for MASH. If you're going back for any event. Easter going to be coming up after. They have a wide array of clothing and accessories for you. So you don't need to pack your suitcase. As he said, show up with your Naked Hangers. They're going to put clothes on it for you. Walk with some money, though.
We are currently working on payment systems in terms of so that you can use cards and so on. It's not on stream yet, but for now, in terms of digital money, we are accepting MMG, which is our local platform to pay via a digital platform.
Okay. I was going to say I wasn't aware of that, but that's good.
And convenient enough, at Genie Solution, you can put money into your MMG, and then you could go over.
Remember, Genie Solutions is here, and they're in one building. So check them out. And there's parking in front for customers.
Of course.
So you guys got to check them out. Miss Anil Sarwan, good night. Thank you for always supporting this. Anil and I had a long conversation before we started this. He's been behind me for years now to get this going. As you know, Wazim, I opened up this page in 2018. So in May of 2018. So this year is going to be 7 years now. We've been running with it. And because of my work, and I travel for work, and I was on the radio doing a lot of stuff. So now I'm kind of focusing on this only, and trying to get some businesses. I know you have some contacts in Guyana. We have some more in Canada, in the US and stuff. We're going to be speaking to them all and giving everyone an opportunity. It's a platform to spotlight, and showcase your business, right? And within our community, Wazim, in Toronto, we don't have that support system. So I want to see that grow outside of Guyana and within Guyana, of course. All right.
But wasn't, and I'd like to also congratulate you for keep pursuing this.
Thanks,
And
man.
you're far away from here, and you can easily be removed in the sense of not worried as to what's happening or what Guyanese doing. I make you right now in England, so you know what. Why bother with
No, man. I'm from where to say how what the saying is. You mean navel string berry there? So yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's after midnight, Mr. One, and here you are, and this is a free platform,
Yes, it
and
is.
and here you are doing this,
No, man.
which you know,
I love
it's just
this. I love doing this. I love to speak.
yeah,
I love to speak to people. I love to find out stuff. I love to promote our community. I want to
yeah,
see that more because in Toronto, I see a lot of there are tons of organization, and I believe I don't know who's watching there that's part of different organization. Come together and be one. We're away from
exactly.
Guyana. Just work together, man. Like
There is strength in numbers, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And
yeah.
I want to see that. Hopefully, that will come to light one day.
Yeah,
We'll see.
well, what I would also like to leave with people listening, because some people might say, "Oh, I'm in Canada, or I'm in New York, or in London, where
Hmm.
you are." So this guy there in Guyana doesn't really affect me, or I can't use his services. But
Yep.
actually, we can, because for Genie Solutions, if you're coming home, we can organize hotels and so on for you. You can reach out to us, see whatever we can assist. And
Yes.
of course, if you're over there and you perhaps want to get something from the store, and you check our page and you want something, we have payment avenues that you can pay for stuff over there, and we will deliver it here to the person that you want
I
it
was
through.
gonna get to that. You and I had a conversation many years ago about something like
Yes,
that for my mom. I think it was Mother's Day
right,
or something,
right,
right?
right.
But so let's say, oh, so Anil Sarwan is on. He said he's living in Canada. He said his parents are back home in Guyana now. He's gonna have them go from East Bank there to go to Genie Solutions. So thanks, Anil, for supporting.
Thank you. Thanks.
Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Cindy, Cindy's not here physically, but she's online and she's saying good night. So yeah.
all right. Good night, Cindy. Cindy, come show your face. Say hi.
Yeah.
We tired to see Wasim alone face. You know, we
You
gotta see.
know? Yeah, and good night to Charlene too. Um, Charlene Gorban, and I actually know her and her husband, Kevin.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice. And I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna get into that. So I could reach out to you and say, hey, can you deliver this to this address? And you will deliver it if we purchase it online.
Correct.
Yeah,
We do the parts
and you have a
online.
delivery fee. Obviously, you'll have a delivery fee for that.
Yes.
Okay,
There is
but you
service
deliver it to the house.
to the house. And remember,
Wow.
now that we actually have naked hangers and Genie Solution having actual stock items, you can check online, check on naked hangers page for the items that we have,
Mm-hmm.
and if you choose something that we still have in stock, then we could deliver it for you with a fee, of course. But the thing is, it's right here. So you might actually remember that, oh shit, tomorrow is your birthday, or tomorrow is mommy birthday, and I completely forgot, because
Yeah.
when you're over there, time gets away with you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that mommy don't know that you forget shit. She got the roll you how hard it was and blah blah blah. You could actually call us and say, look, I like this stuff, I like these jeans, or I like this
Yeah.
box set. Can you package it and send it over to this address for us? And
Okay.
we give you the option how you pay, and once that goes through, that's done.
Can you say the WhatsApp number again?
You can WhatsApp 616-5585.
Sorry, I apologize. I didn't put it on screen. I just put your
That's
main
okay.
number. My
Yeah,
apologies for that. So 616-5585.
85.
616-5585, guys. WhatsApp, Naked Hangers.
Naked hangers.
Yeah,
The
check
number
them
is
out.
it's my personal WhatsApp number, and if you're not getting through, you can WhatsApp me too. That's fine,
Okay.
and I can see what you need and how we can get it sorted out for you.
No, okay, appreciate that. And I'm sure a lot of folks going back to Guyana or like living here. It's Valentine's coming up. Somebody might have somebody there that they want to get a present to, right? And
Exactly,
just reach out and have it delivered before February 14th or a
exactly,
birthday coming up, something as you said, Mother's Day,
exactly.
anything, anything.
You're
Yeah.
fresh, so everything has to come. All the birthdays, all the
Yes.
holidays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just started out.
We just started again. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
here we go. 365 days again.
So coming up to what, 50 minutes before the top of the hour now. Is there anything that I missed that you wanna let the viewers know? I know we have a lot. We're gonna have a lot more tuning in after the live is
Yeah.
done. The live is on the page for the week, so it's gonna be remain forever. But between now and next week, we'll have quite a few more tuning in and watching. So go ahead, Wasim.
I would just like to again thank the people of Charleston and the supporters of the both Naked Hangers and Genie Solution, all of our customers, all of those who are thinking of coming to even considering us, and following our page and reacting to our stuff. And so it's quite a lot. It's quite encouraging, and it keeps us going. And of course, we apart from Naked Hangers and Genie Solution, I would, as you brought it up, like to thank those who've supported Impure House, and that charity is an important part of life. I
One
believe,
hundred percent.
yes, I believe that our only task here really is to make things better than how we found it, right?
Yes.
So when you come into this world, how you find things, you should try to better it and leave it. People are not going to remember you for how much money you had or how big car you used to drive. They remember you for how you made them feel.
And there's one thing I'd like to add to that also. You're going to leave something back that was helping the people, and someone will see that and they'll continue doing it, right?
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
believe I believe in that. We're here for a short time, and let's use. We have a platform. Like this is unbelievable. Like we were in Joseph, let's say back in the 90s, someone come out and say, "Hey, you and I can be chatting in the world free on Face." And
Right.
promoting businesses across the world. You think we would look at a person and say, man, you're a madman. Like, get out of here, right? But
You
look at
know,
it now. But we take
you
it for granted, and the folks use it for the wrong reasons. We got to use it for the right
exactly
reasons.
because in the past, I remember at down at Bank of Guyana there was this place that do Telegram.
Yeah, we used to go there on the phone.
Yeah, and then you had to pay per word. How much word you want to send, you got to pay per word. Now
Oh,
you using on Matthew and up on Facebook, wherever you
yeah,
pay
yeah,
per
yeah,
word,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's quite
No,
different.
no, we gotta change our culture with
Yeah,
stuff like this. Little steps will lead to
correct.
something good, right? And it's a small thing that we've started, and thanks to everyone that's coming on and helping this vision grow,
Yeah,
right? And I appreciate your time. As I said, it's late at night. You
yeah.
you were on here with me. Cindy's up. Cindy's not on camera. I'll remember that. But next time we talk, you got to get Cindy
We'll
on
get
there
to it.
with you.
We'll get to it. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
But
man, we got to help each other out. We got to support each other businesses. And like what you're doing with the community, and everyone that's been on so far is giving back in some way to their community. It doesn't matter where
yeah,
you're at. You have
it's
to do that.
important. It's important.
Yeah, yeah,
For me, it's a pillar. So, as I said, if you for the support of the businesses and also for the support to the Imperial House and our programs that in turn help others and especially our young people to develop, to find their voice, to lift themselves, to give them something more to believe in. Because sometimes you're in situations where you think that there's not more to life or not more can happen better for you. And you just need that extra thing that says to you, hey, this can happen if you go left or if you go right. That just little guidance makes a big difference, a positive impact.
oh
So
yeah, of
yeah.
course.
So and Wazim, I'd like to also thank you and compliment you for pursuing this. As you said, it's 8 years, 7 or 8 years now, no?
Yeah, yeah,
Since
coming up to 7 years this year. Yeah,
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 since you
thank you.
started this, and I know there had to be challenges. This is a challenge right now for you to be up at 1 a.m.
If my life wasn't on, I'll show you my alarm is set for 4:30. I got to get back into the
Oh
airport.
my God!
But that's all right. This is what I live for, man.
Right.
This is what keeps me going.
Funny enough, when you're doing things that you love, the time and the energy just seems
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't bother you. Yeah,
It doesn't bother you. Yeah. So I'm very happy that you're doing this, and I wish you all the best. And of
appreciate
course,
it.
uh, apart from that, I'm here for support as well in whatever way, and even for your business and this to grow. So I promise you, and I've already reached out, but I'll get back to you in terms of people who might be able to be featured from Guyana on the same program. And
Yeah,
we have lots of young talents, lots of people that are involved with variety of industry practices and so on.
okay.
So, yeah, we get it going.
Yeah, we will, and I see some other Guyanese professionals, business owners logging in. So remember, reach out. It's free. The platform is free. I keep saying it. I get so many messages. How much you charge to post my business? I'm like, man, I keep saying it. It's free. It's free. It's free. Every time I speak or post something, it's free to post. Send in your information. We'll post it. We'll post it on the page if you want to come on, like Wazim, and explain a little more in depth about your services, your business, whatever you provide, whatever you do. You're welcome. As I said, it's a schedule, right? It's every Tuesday. We try to do it at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock in Guyana. And to get the people, everyone after dinner and stuff can sit down and listen, or you can rewatch this video, right? Which a
Yes.
lot do. Like the first show and the second show we did, a few thousand people actually tuned in after the fact. And then they rewatched it and they had messages in there. So yeah, so good night to everyone locked in on the live. We were coming up to 10 minutes before what is it, 7 and 10 minutes before 8, so before 1 o'clock for me. So it's afternoon out in Western Canada, and we got Mr. Danraj from JDR Imports and Exports. We'll get you, Danraj, one night. We'll talk to you, or an afternoon your time out in Western Canada in Edmonton. But and I see some other real estate agents on there. Ms. Jenny, Pav. I believe I forgot Mr. Satishwar from Adana Homes. So we're going to speak to quite a few business entrepreneurs, owners, and stuff in the Guyanese community. Again, next week we're going to be speaking to Miss Kim Sue from Norman Sue Bakery. Get your butterflop, get your pine tart. You know what? I went there. They're about 40 minutes from me now, where I'm living. So when there was a lineup the day before Christmas Eve to get aniseed bread, and I like pepper potted aniseed bread. Nobody else in the house eat aniseed bread, so I buy I don't want so much bread as eat, but I buy a few loaves of aniseed bread, and then the regular stuff. And yeah, man, we gotta support our Guyanese businesses, just like Wazim. I know it's coming up late. Yeah, is there anything you want to mention again before we say goodbye to everyone?
So as I'm saying, ensure you stop in at Naked Hangers. With, of course, as I said, as the match season is upon us, you can check the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport Facebook page, and you have the match calendar there with all the activities that they're gonna have leading up to the grand finale, which is the match parade. As you've known, if you're Guyanese, you know that match day is the day that you take the streets. Match in Guyana, people going crazy. So in with the schedule, you can see if you want to come in to visit, if your friends, family, whoever wants to come, and of course, encourage those who are here to check out Naked Hangers for their fits and what have you, and come over to Genie Solutions and collect your Panadols, and so you'll need it instead of tramping on the road. So get some of the pain, we have rubs and so on. So there's lots here for you, and we're happy to welcome you, both our returning customers and new customers, and we're here to serve.
All right, thanks, Wes. And remember, you can follow them on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Naked Hangers and Genie Solutions. Look out for them. As he said, he's got some stuff coming up next week with Genie Solutions.
Yes.
All right, some additional services, I should say.
Services, including lottery. So when you stop by, you could also, pick up your 6 numbers and see. I'm not certain which jackpot is, but whatever it is it's so much.
It's more than what I have in my pocket, so it's worth playing.
Right? If it is at the minimum, I think the minimum jackpot is 4 million. So
wow, minimum is 4 million.
Yeah, it starts at that.
Wow, Miss Kim Sue, good night to you. You're just tuning in there. Yes, Mr. Joe Jaglal, Mr. Joe, Jenny, Tej Paul. Yeah, that's Miss Kim Sue from Norman Sue Bakery that we're going to speak into next week. Make sure you tune in, Wazim, next week and watch. Yeah, we got our guy in the bread over here. Well, over in Canada too, They probably got in England here. They probably have some Guyanese bakery, but I don't know.
Yeah, Miss Sue Wazim said you're the lady with the butterflap, the good butterflap.
Good butterflap, pine tart, Chinese cake, everything, anything, They actually sell. The other day, my wife and I went there, and I think we got fish cake and pilari and stuff. So wicked setup. You got to check them out, and hopefully I'll get some pictures from Kim before we get on there, and I can share it with everyone online.
Yeah.
So if you're in Toronto, check them out. 1120 Ellesmere Road in Scarborough. I think I got that right.
Nice. I find people when they're overseas, they always have that craving and that longing for things that I know back home.
Of course, yeah. You can't get away from your food that you grew up with, man.
Uh, no matter what, it doesn't. To me, when I was younger and we travel, you say, "Oh, whatever, it's the same food." But now, as you get older, you get more, your system get more complex. So you look for taste and a
Hmm.
certain
Hmm.
smell. Like a simple smell would bring back certain memories to from how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's nice. It's nice when you're abroad and far from home that you can still access these things like
Yeah,
bakery with food that you can actually recall like from home. Yeah.
exactly, man. It makes a difference, right? It's home away from home. Especially you go to
Correct.
places like Norman Sue Bakery and you walk in there, you can smell the freshness. They're baking right there and they're bringing it
Uh-huh.
out.
Uh-huh.
They're bringing it out on the pan, man. It's fresh. So Torontonians, if you're watching, you got to check them out if you never heard of a Norman Sue Bakery, you're living under a rock. Because you
In
go,
the end, I like to go to there is a Ned's Bakery.
what's it
Uh,
called?
Ned's Bakery.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on Garnet Street, and of course in Charlestown we have Humphrey Bakery.
I know
You
Humphrey.
remember?
We go Humphrey Bakery all the time. In
Correct.
Albistown,
When they were
Charlestown.
kids,
Yeah.
I remember when there was flour shortage and they would
The
close
lineup.
the line would brace you on the grill. Forget.
We from the area, so we had contacts in the bakery, right? We'd get me bread.
Exactly. And step in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
So,
yeah, yeah. Hey, thanks so much. Coming up to 3 minutes before 1 o'clock. Thank you, Wasim, for taking your time, an hour of your time to
thanks
spend with
for
us.
losing your sleep.
That's all right, man. As I said, I enjoy. Oh, so it's 1220 Ellesmere Road. So 1120. I'm sending them to somebody else place for bread. So
For
thank
bread.
you, Kim. People gonna be like, this by said we to some workshop or something here. But it's 1220 Ellesmere Road in Scarborough, and Miss Kim will be on next week Tuesday. Kim, I'll reach out to you when I'm back. I'm traveling back Friday night to Canada. I'll reach out to you and we'll plan something. We'll talk, and then I have the following month in February. Before we go, Wes, I just want to mention this. In February, I'm going to be speaking to Naz from Starlight Jewelry in Long Island, and the owner of Island Mix Restaurant in Toronto. He's got a few locations now in Durham region and stuff. Sunil. So we're going to speak into a few people. I got some more interviews lined up. But feel free to reach out to me. Please do. My WhatsApp number is 647-400-3046. Again, that number is 647-400-3046. I'm traveling now, so I got two phones with me, but I do check my WhatsApp now and then, and I'll respond to you, especially if it's for this here, and we'll coordinate a time and we'll set something up.
Island Mix Restaurant, you said?
Island Mix, yeah.
A Crazy restaurant?
What's that? Yeah, 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 yeah. Like Guyanese.
Familiar with that
In Pickering, you probably went there, just outside of
Yeah.
Scarborough.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to all the Guyanese owned businesses and everybody. So thank you again. It's 2 minutes before 1. Now I'm feeling tired. I'm not gonna lie. I just look at the time like 2 minutes before 1. I got 3.5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember to contact us. Remind you of the WhatsApp number 616-5585. That's Naked Hangers WhatsApp. Or my number is on the screen 624-2465. And let us see how best we can offer you a service of your
Amazing.
choice. Yes. So again, Wazim, thanks again for having me, and it's been a pleasure being here. And for the viewers who would have signed in and logged in, and those even who are watching this after the live has ended, we're happy to have you and for you to be part of this show and lend your support to our businesses and cause.
Well said. Yeah, thank you, and thank you everyone again. Wasim and Cindy, you guys have a great night, and everyone watching as
You
well, have a great night with your families.
You have a great morning, Wazim.
Yes, good morning for me, man. All right, guys. Thank you, Wasim. Take care. And for everyone, it's bye for now. I'll be back next week, Tuesday night, same time, same place. Do appreciate your time. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.